Most real estate agents are trying to win the game. And that's exactly why they feel stuck. Because the moment you try to win the game, you already accepted that you don't even own it. And if that feels uncomfortable, no, good. Because by the end of this, you'll understand exactly why your business feels heavier and more stressful than it needs to, and what shifts when you start owning it. When you're trying to win, you're constantly watching outside of yourself. You're watching what other agents are doing, you're watching how they're positioning themselves, you're watching what they're charging. And it doesn't stop there. You're watching what other agents are posting on social media. You're watching what they're spending on leads. You're watching the newest strategy, the next newest shiny object. And over time, that just scatters your attention and it dilutes your intention. It fragments your thinking and it drains your energy. Instead of building mastery, you're chasing movement. Now, let me be very clear. You absolutely need to understand the market. You need to price property correctly if you're listing it. That's just plain professionalism. That's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is watching other agents to decide your value. Sometimes it shows up as comparison. It looks at what someone else is doing and lowering your standards to keep up. It's saying they're doing it for less, so I should too. But a lot of the time, it's not even about what others are charging at all. It's about not truly knowing your own worth. Because if you don't understand your value, how can you possibly charge for it? That's not market awareness. Sadly, that's insecurity disguised as strategy. And it doesn't just show up in pricing, it also shows up in how agents explain results to themselves. It sounds like the market is slow, buyers aren't making decisions, people just don't have integrity anymore. Come on, I know either you've said it or you've heard another agent say these things. Buyers are liars, right? Well, those phrases are pretty darn common in sales. But here's the question most people don't even ask: is it really that buyers lack integrity? Or is it possible that the conversation isn't deep enough yet? Because when you truly understand people, their fears, their hesitations, their timing, their unspoken concerns, you don't label them. You get curious. You ask more questions. Ownership doesn't blame the market. Ownership asks, what am I not seeing yet? What questions haven't I asked? What clarity is missing? What would help this person feel safe enough to decide? So if buyers are hesitating, it doesn't automatically mean they're difficult. It might mean they don't feel fully understood. And that's a skill issue, not a character flaw, not theirs. The hard truth, ours. That's not criticism, that's empowerment. Because the most empowering realization you can have in this business is that you're in the best position to change your reality. Not because everything is your fault, but because the leverage is within you. When you take radical responsibility for how you operate, how you communicate, and how you lead conversations, your results start to change without the market needing to. You stop waiting for buyers to be different. You stop hoping for conditions to improve because outcomes are no longer controlled by what's happening outside there. They're shaped by how you're operating inside here. That's ownership. And this is where it really shows up. When you're trying to win the game, you don't own your time. You don't own your schedule. Your clients control it. Your phone controls it. Your calendar controls it. You say yes when you should be saying no. You take calls at all hours. You rearrange your life around people's urgency. And you tell yourself, well, it's just part of the business. Not because you want to, but because you're afraid to lose the deal. That's what trying to win feels like. When you own it, everything changes. You own your time, you own your schedule, you decide how you work. That doesn't mean you're unavailable, it means you're intentional. You stop reacting to urgency, you start responding from clarity. And here's something most agents don't realize: clients don't trust you less when you have boundaries, they actually trust you more because certainty feels safe. Desperation doesn't. Trying to win the game keeps you reactive. Owning it means you stop outsourcing your power and start operating from it. Ownership starts when you stop blaming external forces for your results. Not the market, not your commission, not even your lead flow. It's you. And that's good news because if it's you, you're in control. You have the power to change it. I'm not talking about owning a company. I'm talking about owning yourself, your value, your production, your time, your decisions, your authority. At some point, you stop trying to win the game and you decide to own it. If this resonates, this channel is for you. Agents who want their business to feel lighter, not louder. You don't need more noise. You need more clarity.